Have you ever wondered why something that was very difficult eventually becomes so easy? It's the law of repetition. The more you do something, the more familiar you get with it, the more easier the thing gets. And I want you to stay true to this video. I want you to watch till the end because you're going to be learning something special about the law of repetition. Now, what is the law of repetition? I'm going to be going through my book. I don't want you to be distracted because I'm going to be reading through. Law of repetition. The law of repetition says what you repeatedly practice, you become better at. So I went online, I went on Google and I asked, what is the law of repetition? And this is what I'm seeing. It says the law of repetition states that doing or hearing something over and over again imprints it deeply into the human brain, subconscious or memory. The law of repetition is the foundational concept used across psychology, learning, personal growth, and biblical interpretation. So this law is something that you can use across your learning, your growth, whatever thing that you are doing or whatever thing you want to become better at. You want to become better in school, you need this law. You want to become better in, you're a graphic designer, you need this law. This law will help you and sharpen your mind. It does not mean you're a failure. It does not mean because you are repeating something again, it does not mean you're a failure. It means you want to become better at it. I studied mathematics, and when I was in school, there are some topics that even from the outline, we are already losing interest because of the name, how robust the name sounds, and how, those laws in mathematics sound. From the name, we're already losing interest. And you know what? Many people are already losing out just from hearing the name, from seeing the outline, from seeing that, oh, this is what we are going to be learning this semester. Mathematics can be very, very difficult. In fact, it is difficult. But the law of repetition breaks into mathematics and makes it very, very simple. And this was what I used to do. I used to make sure that I repeat it over and over again. Mathematics taught me that you don't see a problem once and feel like you can solve it immediately. Yes, there are times that you can see a problem and be very, very sensitive and solve them immediately. But what mathematics taught me is that you can go over it again, think about it, and break through and find a solution to every problem. To every problem, there's always a solution. That's another thing mathematics taught me. To every problem, there's always a solution. There's always a way out to any problem that you find yourself. Back to the law of repetition. Now, the law of repetition helps us to break through some formulas, some long mathematical problems. Like, for example, in mathematics, one question can take 3 to 4 pages. Just the solution. The question can be 2 lines or 3 lines. But just the solution of that question can take 3 to 4 pages. Do you tell me that you want to learn that once and get it at all? No. That's where the law of repetition comes in. You need to now take that thing, practice again, learn it, listen to explanation, practice and practice and practice. You need to practice it over and over again. That's how to become better at solving mathematical problems. And this brings me back to the general word, how you solve real life problems. Many a times when we encounter these problems, we do not just face them once, but we need to look at it again and again and again and go over it. How to become better? To become better, you need the law of repetition. That thing that you want to become better at, you go over it again, practice it over and over. If you want to be a good communicator, you practice it every day. You go over it again and try to practice it. Oh, how am I not getting this? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Now, this brings me to saying that don't repeat blindly. Repetition is how you improve. Don't just repeat blindly. Repetition without correction is just repetition. Repetition with learning is actually improvement. So you don't just repeat over and over again. You have to make sure that while you are repeating, you are learning something, you are changing something while you are repeating that thing. Now, one thing that repetition does is it builds confidence. The more familiar you become with something, the less intimidating it becomes. This reminds me of a time I had studied, I had done everything I wanted to do, and I was already having that confidence that, okay, I already know this thing. But I have not repeated the solutions over and over, because one thing about mathematics is you need to repeat those solutions over and over to get conversant with the solutions and know how to, navigate your way when you come across questions that are related to such questions. All right. So I had already studied, but I've not repeated that thing. I've not, asked myself that question over and over again. Then something happened that actually saved me. A friend of mine called me and he said he wanted me to teach him. Then I said he should come. Then he came and I was explaining. Then I discovered that there are some points I do not even remember, I do not even know. But I had that confidence. But note that I had not practiced, I have not repeated it. So I had to tell him that, please give me a break. Let me go through this thing again. It's not something I do not know, but because I have not practiced it over and over, I have not repeated it, I have not made it get into my subconsciousness, I lost out while teaching him. But one beautiful thing is, after that class, after that session, I had to tell him that I'm going to go back to him. So that day, I had to go over it again and again and again till I master it. So where am I going to? If you keep repeating something, you get to master it over and over again and you become better at it. And that was what helped me even in that examination. So what I'm just trying to let you know is that repeat something over again. Repetition helps you to become better at whatever thing that you are doing. Keep at it, repeat it, go over it again and again and again. Then you find out that it's actually easy. You are just overthinking it. Many people give up because they think they are not good yet. They think that they are not better at whatever they are doing. Please don't give up because you are not at that perfect stage. In everything, there's always a beginner. And for every beginner, there is always room for improvement. Make sure that you are somebody who is open to improvement. And while you are trying to repeat, while you are trying to go over that thing again, while you are trying to go over it again, make sure that you are adding learning to it. Repetition without learning is nothing. It's just repetition. But repetition plus learning is improvement. So make sure that anytime you are repeating something, you are going over something again, you are trying to learn something, get better at something, make sure that you are not just repeating, but you are becoming better at that thing and you are improving yourself. You could be a videographer, the law of repetition applies there. You could be a teacher, the law of repetition applies there. You could be a speaker, somebody wants to communicate, a communicator. The law of repetition applies there. The more you do something, the better you become. If you're an editor, the more you edit, the more you get better. If you're a storyteller, the more you tell your stories, the more you tell stories, more stories you tell, the better you become. Every exceptional person you see today started somewhere. And one of the laws that have helped them, that have kept them up there, is the law of repetition. They kept repeating what they know. They kept doing what they know. They kept doing it over and over and over again. Plus learning from their mistakes, learning from the previous things they've done, and looking at how they could improve and get better. And this helped them to become the better version of themselves that you have seen today. I hope you've been able to get value from this video. If you are somebody who is looking at improving yourself, this channel is all about becoming a better version of yourself, honestly and intentionally. I hope you've been able to gain value. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.